Good evening, everybody. Welcome into Eastern Kentucky University. William Warfield alongside the legend Gary Ball. Gary will have the play call here tonight as we bring you Owensboro Catholic and Frankfort here on the network. Boys basketball here from the All-A Classic State Tournament. I want to thank WeWannaPlay.org. WeWannaPlay.org for all their support here for this one. And let's see here. Gary Ball, WeWannaPlay.org is a local nonprofit assisting financially qualifying student athletes within Franklin County. For more information, like them on Facebook or find them on the web at WeWannaPlay.org. We Want to Play, helping kids play sports, and we appreciate them helping us put this game out on the internet here tonight. Frankfort and Owensboro Catholic. Matter of fact, we have embedded this broadcast right on the WeWannaPlay.org Facebook page tonight, so you can check that out right there on there, Gary.
That's exactly right, and it'll be Frankfort and Owensboro Catholic. You talked to both coaches, and we're going to hear from them in a minute. Tim Riley of Owensboro Catholic and, of course, Chris O'Brien, the fine coach at Frankfort. Kind of in a rebuilding mode this year at Frankfort High, but the record, I tell you, is not as good as their basketball team. They've got a fine basketball team, and Owensboro Catholic comes in with a 13-6 record. So the Aces, have a good basketball team. And I think you talked to Coach O'Brien and to Tim Riley, the head coach of Owensboro Catholic, and got their thoughts on tonight's game.
I did. We'll go to Coach O'Brien's interview first here, as this is what Coach O'Brien had to say before the game tonight.
Coach Chris O'Brien here with me courtside, and Coach, you advanced yesterday to play this game here tonight. A lot of people thought you guys didn't have a chance yesterday, or the people I'll talk to in the crowd. I said, well, wait just a second. I said, Frankfort's 11th region team, give them a lot of credit because they'll probably win this ball game. But what's your thoughts, Coach?
Well, we played a really, really good game, obviously. We came out really strong. Our goal was to come out and deliver the first shot, if we could. And I thought we did a really good job in the first quarter. Second quarter, we settled down, went on a nice run. That kind of gave us a nice little lead, put us up 13-17 at the half. But really, this has been going on for a while. We have an inexperienced group, that struggled at first, learning the roles. We had Reed McClavick had a broken collarbone, didn't come back till right before Christmas. It's taken him a long time. Collarbone on your shooting arm is tough. He played a great game yesterday, had 10 points off the bench, and so we're starting to find our groove and we're starting to learn our roles, and that's been very key for us. And it kind of really started at the beginning of the All-A.
You guys shot the ball well yesterday too. Big baskets down the stretch. You defended very well. Against a tough Walton Verona team. What do you got to do tonight against this Owensboro Catholic team?
Well, I tell you, they're really good. We got to stop transition first of all. They get the ball and they run with it. So we've got to do a great job of stopping the ball first and foremost. Got to make them, trying to earn every point that they get, and not let them get a bunch of easy transition buckets. That's kind of our focus. That's one of the things we talked about. And for us, defensively, we've had a new dedication, a rededication, if you will, these last few games to that side of the floor, and that's really been kind of our spark. We took a bunch of charges the other day. I think it ended up being 4 yesterday alone, and so that dedication, the help side, helping each other out, playing as a team, and being focused for 32 minutes and not rushing things. First, we were just throwing the ball anywhere and everywhere in transition on offense, and really it comes down to us being able to stay focused and play for 32 minutes.
You guys had a really good run here last year. What's it like playing in this arena, Coach?
Well, it's obviously a great atmosphere. You love coming to Richmond. You love the fact that they're so inviting and welcoming. They do a great job. It's a class act. And, I think that helped us a little bit yesterday because we had 4 kids that played a lot in that regional game last year, that they're used to this atmosphere, and that's what we talked about. We've been here. We know what to expect and what to do. Now we just got to go out there and do it. Play with a chip on your shoulder.
Your team today, what do you tell them as you go back into the locker room here in just a few minutes? What do you tell them before they come back out here on the floor and face this team?
Not to be satisfied. Yes, we came here. We won when nobody expected us to, and that's great, and we're happy and excited about that, but don't be satisfied with it. Let's see what we can do.
Good luck, Coach.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Appreciate you, Coach.
All right, that's Coach Chris O'Brien there of Frankfort. And Coach Chris O'Brien, big things going on right now. They upset, people are calling it upset against LCA in that regional.
Yeah.
And then, matter of fact, it was on a last-second shot.
Well, as he mentioned, McClavick was injured. He's back now. He's
Yeah.
a big part of the Frankfort basketball team. Came off the bench, got 10 points in their opening round win. So they're starting to get some pieces back together now, and I think they're a much better team. As we said already, I think they're much better in their record.
All right, so I had also a chance to talk with Coach Tim Riley. This is what he had to say.
Catholic, or you're facing a Frankfort team tonight that had a big win against Walton Verona yesterday. What can you tell us about this game, and what do you think about this team you're facing tonight?
Well, they're hot. You know, they beat Lexington Christian, and that was considered an upset. And I'd say yesterday against Bishop Blossom would consider an upset. So they're getting hot at the right time for Frankfort, because you know the A means a lot to them, being that they're playing in the 11th region, which is pretty hard.
I was saying yesterday before that game, I was saying everybody was counting them out against Walton Verona. They're 11th region team, so you don't want to ever count out 11th region team. But you guys, you got some really good players on your team. Duffy really stand out yesterday for you guys.
Yes, we had a nice game yesterday. Everybody played really well, holding them to 33 points. Not hard to win a game if you can hold everybody to 33 points in a game.
Defense was cranked up yesterday for you. Who's got to really step out for you today, Coach?
Drew Hartz and Andrew Riney are two seniors that play the most minutes out of the senior class. They got to really step up for us to have a chance. Drew is hitting over 50% of his threes right now and playing unbelievable basketball. So those two, for the most part.
Just real quick, Coach, the keys to tonight.
We got to find their two shooters, and we got to rebound, and I worry about us scoring, so we got to score.
Good luck, Coach.
All right, so Coach had to go real quick because they were meeting at the half court. And my apologies. I said Duffy. I was trying to think of Drew Hertz there.
Yeah.
Duffy actually plays for Murray, and he was on my mind over there for some reason. But
Drew Hartz, young man that averages 12 points. But the most impressive thing about Hartz, he shoots 50% from three, William.
I just had a sneeze come on me there.
I know, it happens. That happens.
Thank you for that, by the way, for picking up on it.
Yeah.
But
bless you, by the way.
Thank you.
So it is Frankfort and Owensboro Catholic. Coach O'Brien comes by the booth.
Yep.
It says hello to us.
He
So
did. He gave us the old
thumbs
wink.
up. Yeah, wink and thumbs up. And I guess his wife, the lieutenant governor, is going to be here. They're saying she's going to be here. They took my chair for her to sit in.
Well, that's all right.
That's all right.
We'll give it up for her.
She's lieutenant governor. I'll give it up for her.
Yes, absolutely. All right, so the O'Briens, they've got a couple of kids that play for this Frankfort team. You got Will and Nate out there.
Yeah, Will's a good shooter. He's a really a good young man that can fly to the basketball, can play defense, and he can really shoot the three. So we expect him to have a big game here. I tell you, I'm interested to see this Jackson Twombly. Averages 14 points, over 6 rebounds. He's a big gun for Frankfort High School, and I'm really anxious to get my first look at him. And he's a big-sized young man, about 6'6", 6'7".
Yeah, he helped him out a little bit yesterday too. Well, not a little bit, but a lot yesterday. But the guy that really helped him out, going up and taking charge, you heard Coach O'Brien say, well, we took 4 charges yesterday, and those were crucial turnovers for Walton Verona in that ball game. Let's see if Frankfort can pick up that defense again today and do the same thing.
A team that's out of the, as Coach Riley said, out of Owensboro Catholic, they're out of the 11th region, so they take this All-A very serious, as every team does, because they want to do well in the All-A tournament. Because if you look at the body of work for Frankfort, they played a really tough schedule, but they know when they get in the 11th region, it's going to get tough. And here in the All-A, they're really kind of loose because they have nothing to lose, William. I mean, they could come in here, play their game, and see what happens, see if the chips fall in their favor. It's Owensboro Catholic and Frankfort. We're about just a few seconds away from going to the public address announcer.
All right. We also want to thank Champion Ford as well, all the Owensboro Catholic games that we do along this tournament. Champion Ford, we want to thank you guys for all your support.
That's Jerry Maggard, right?
That's Jerry Maggard's team, or Jerry Maggard's dealership there, along with Duke Brubaker. And we appreciate those guys. And the game's embedded on WeWantToPlay.org tonight. WeWantToPlay.org. We appreciate all their support here on the network as well. So thank you, and WeWantToPlay.org, man, stepping up to the plate, helping us bring Frankfort basketball.
We appreciate all the sponsors here helping out Prep Spin, and we're just about set for the public address announcer here to go to the starting lineups. It's Frankfort, Owensboro Catholic.
Here on the campus of Eastern Kentucky University for boys All-A Classic Tournament basketball action. Before we meet the teams, please direct the founder of the All-A Classic.
In 1980, Stan Steidel had a vision to showcase small school players and their teams, thus the birth of the All-A Classic. Today, 2020, the dream lives on. Stan was and will always be the heart and soul of this tournament. His legacy will live on forever. We thank you, dear friend, and miss you, Mr. All-A Classic, Stan Steidel.
Fans, please rise and join us as we honor America, its freedom and those protected with the playing of the national anthem. The visiting team representing the 11th region, the Frankfort Panthers. And the home team representing the 3rd region, the O-Cath Aces. Here's the starting lineups for the Panthers. Starting at guard, a 5'8" junior, number 1, Charlie Ellis. At guard, a 5'7" sophomore, number 11, Jordan Blythe.
So your starting lineups tonight, it will be Drew Hartz, Gray Weaver, Andy Riney, Luke Scales, Sam McFarland for Owensboro Catholic. It'll be Jackson Twombly, Chaz Austin, Will O'Brien, Jordan Blythe, and Charles Ellis. And jumping up, it will be Twombly. And he's going to jump, and for Owensboro Catholic, it's going to be Gray Weaver. Can hardly see his number, so just about set for the basketball, and a tap is up, and it's controlled. Hustling it down in backcourt is going to be Ellis. Ellis will work it across, looking at a 2-3 zone defense. Ellis will direct to traffic, gives it over to Will O'Brien on the right side, and he goes back over to Blythe. Blythe on the left side, and they go down low. Twombly posting up, loses the handle on it, picked up, and good hands there by Riney. Owensboro Catholic. Long pass down court, and Scales, and they're going to good pass down low. Let's see who made that. The basket was made by McFarland. Good pass to McFarland. O'Brien, I was looking down to check all my lineups, and then there's a quick, here's out of the right side, O'Brien, 3 off the mark, and rebounding coming down with it, Riney. Riney gives it up to Weaver. Weaver down the left side. He's got the pink tennis shoes on today. Gives it back over now to Riney. Riney looking, gives it back now to Weaver. Weaver, right side, 2-0. Owensboro Catholic on top. Pass goes outside, and it's stolen away by Frankfort. They get it out to Will O'Brien. O'Brien on the bust out. Down, bodies hit the floor, banks it up and in, and they'll wave the basket off. And I'm not sure they shouldn't have counted that one, William.
Yeah, I know that looked like to me it should have been counted.
That's what Chris O'Brien wants to know.
He's over there with his hands up in the air.
Yeah, I tell you, Twomley is a load down there, isn't he?
Coach O'Brien looking like $1 million, by the way, over on the sideline.
Kick it outside, and the three-pointer, and it rolls in there, and a nice three-point shot, and it was taken and knocked down. I believe that was Austin, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was 14 there, and that
Chaz
is
Austin.
Yep.
For Frankfort. 3-2. Left side, swinging on the left side to Riney. Riney gets it back on the pass, stops at the free throw line, and spinning around. And outside he goes, and there's a three. That's a shot. That's a three-pointer, and that's knocked down by Drew Hartz. Well, Hartz can shoot the rock as well.
Coach said in the pregame, he said that guy's been on fire from behind the arc lately.
And he didn't disappoint on that one, did he?
Not at all.
Blythe has it out front. Kicks it over now on the left side as he gives it up to Ellis. Ellis back to Blythe. And they've got Austin at the now they come back to O'Brien. Back over to Blythe, swinging around the left side. And Blythe launches a long three, front of the iron, no, and rebounded nicely by Hartz. 5-3 is your score. Owensboro Catholic on top of Frankfort. And here's a shot, a three-pointer knocked down by Hartz. Back-to-back three-pointers by Hartz.
8-3 the score here in Eastern Kentucky University. Gary, I got to be honest with you, man. Just coming out of the caveat, both of these teams got beautiful jerseys on today.
They do. They do.
I'm really digging the jerseys.
Yeah, you got Owensboro Catholic in the white with the green and the little gold trim, and Frankfort in the orange with the blue, kind of like the Florida Gators, right?
Yes, sir. So we've had a couple of threes go down for Owensboro Catholic early on in this one.
Yeah, Drew Hartz knocked them down.
Yep.
5:34 to go in this first period of the All-A Classic in Richmond, Kentucky. Tim Riley's Owensboro Catholic Aces against Chris O'Brien's Frankfort Panthers. Good matchup here. Working it down floors. Ella comes over to O'Brien. Back it goes. Yep. Trying to go to Twomley, but now checking back in the McClavic's in the ball game now. Out front, O'Brien. Three, got it.
O'Brien knocking that down from downtown.
Will O'Brien makes it 8-6. Owensboro on top, 5:08 to go in the first quarter. That was a three by Will O'Brien. Out top, Owensboro Catholic. They swing it to Riney. And Riney into the paint. Kicks it back over to Hartz. Lets the three fly. This won't go. Good rebound. McClavic's got it.
Big rebound.
To the basket, off glass. Banks it in. He came off the bench and got 10 points yesterday. And McClavic gets his first bucket off the bench today, and he ties the game up.
And he got down the floor so quick, too. Rebound, and then got down the floor as quick as he could.
Scales. Right side, they swing it now to Andrew Riney. Down low, and there's a block, and Hart's trying to put the shot up, but he's going to be fouled.
Yeah, he was hacked inside, and we're just waiting to see who that went on.
I think he was shooting, so we'll have the two shots coming here. And we're going to have a substitution in for, we have a couple subs in for Frankfort. 8-8 is her score. And at the line will be Drew Hartz. Missed the first free throw. Coming in the game for Frankfort is Nathan O'Brien. And Blythe is back in the game. Second miss as well for Hart, so he couldn't get the free throws to go. We're still tied at 8 apiece. Gary Ball with the king of string. William Moorfield and Joe Allen, our videographer.
Best videographer in the state, in my opinion.
Exactly.
Does a good
McClavic,
job.
right side, picked off with the bust out is Riney, and he's going to scoop it up and in. Andrew Riney with the steal and the lay-in.
Yeah, that was easy for him on that one.
10-8, lead back to 2.
It looked easy anyway.
Working with the ball is Jordan Blythe for the Frankfort Panthers. 3:57 to go in the first quarter. Kicks it over to O'Brien. He launches a 3. Back of the rim, no. And tapped around, and coming down with it, Owensboro Catholic's McFarland.
Will was hitting yesterday.
McFarland gives the Scales. Picks up his dribble. Gives it back to Riney. Back over to McFarland. Left hand won't go, and we're going to have a delayed whistle and a foul called.
Yeah, it's going to send Owensboro Catholic back to the line. Is going to the line here for Owensboro Catholic, Gary, is going to be McFarland. Sam McFarland.
Knocks that one down. McFarland. That's his 3rd point. He hit the first bucket of the ball game. That's one when I was looking down at my sheet. McFarland knocked that one down. It's 11-8, Owensboro Catholic. Got them both. After Drew Hartz made a couple threes and missed a couple of free throws, Mr. McFarland knocks his 2 free throws down. 12-8, Owensboro. 3:29 in the first. O'Brien on the left side, free throw line extended. He goes down to Ellis. Ellis, left side, and that shot won't go there for Austin.
Back the other
Quickly
way.
down court. Riney, layup missed, and a blocking foul's called on the pass there from Owensboro.
Brandon Mundy.
Yeah.
He's the one that delivered the pass off of the deflection. Frankfort, going on the rebound, they were just kind of smacking it out there, and Mundy was able to intercept the deflection, get it all the way on the other end of the court, and that leads to another trip to the line.
Sure does. And up there will be Riney, has 2 points in the ball game. 3rd point of the game. I tell you, making some free throws now, aren't they?
They're hitting their free throws, and how
That's
free
3 in a
throws
row.
pay up, especially in the All-A Classic.
That's
Seems to always matter.
That's 3 in a row from the line. And rolls off. Rebounded by Chaz Alston. McClavic post up on the right side, and Ellis over goes to Austin. Back it goes. They give it to McClavic, and they're going to call stepped out of line, stepped on the out of bounds line. Give it to Owensboro Catholic. 13-8, they lead by 5 with 2:58 to go in this first period from the All-A Classic. Gary Ball on the king of string.
See Coach O'Brien over there talking with one of his players, just trying to get in his head a little bit. We need you out there.
Hartz, left side, too strong, and that's going to be over the back, I believe, as climbing over the back was Weaver. So Gray Weaver will pick up his first personal foul. Team 2nd. Frankfort's committed 3 team fouls. They're down by 5. We were tied at 8, and then you had a 5-0 run by Owensboro Catholic. Ellis over to O'Brien. He clears out. They go over now to Austin, Chaz Austin. Give it to O'Brien in the corner. 3-pointer, bullseye. Second 3-pointer for Will O'Brien. And he has 6. We're still checking to see if his mother's made it down here, Lieutenant Governor. I don't think she's made it down there yet. 13-11.
She'll be here. She will be here. She's probably watching us right now on the way here. 13-11 to score.
Scales gets it back out to Andrew Riney. Back he goes to Mundy. Mundy just came in the ballgame. Made something happen when he came in, didn't he? Right side, shot won't go there on a shot by Weaver.
A rebound ripped down by Chaz Austin.
Way to go, Chaz. O'Brien on the left side. Back it comes to Ellis. And he's going to swing it out to Austin. Now he gives it back over now to O'Brien. Back to Ellis, now to Austin. Kicks it over, long pass, picked off. And picking a pass off was Hartz. Hartz spinning down low. Nice spin move.
What a move. Let's see if we can watch that again. Watch this.
Was it on rinse cycle or spin cycle in the washer?
I don't know, man.
But it was on the spin cycle, I think.
That looked like something at the fairgrounds.
15-11. Owensboro Catholic.
Looked like the scrambler or whatever it's called.
Alston lines up to 3, and that's off the mark. And a rebound pulled down by Weaver.
Yeah, Weaver's got those extended arms
he
out
does,
there.
yeah.
Kinda
Got the pink shoes on tonight, too.
almost like the ball stuck to his palm as he reached it out.
Yeah. 15-11, Owensboro Catholic on top of Frankfort here. Gary Ball with William Warfield, the King of Stream, and Joe Allen. Well, he's high atop this Paul S. McBrayer Arena.
He's up in the crow's nest, right?
Literally, right? So it looks like Owensboro Catholic wants to maybe take the last shot here. Mundy bobbled it, but no call. Down low to go to Riney. Over it comes now to Hartz. Back out the top to Weaver, to Mundy, to the basket. Throws it up, no, and we're going to have a charging call, and it's going to go on Monday.
That's what Coach O'Brien was talking about. He said we got to step in there and take charges from these guys, and that's exactly what O'Brien just did for Frankfort. Or maybe that's I'm looking to see his jersey. Actually, I said O'Brien, but that's Sam Yoakum over there for Frankfort that just took that charge.
Gotcha. We still haven't heard much from Twombly, and I tell you what, before this game's over, we're going to hear from him. Twombly's a big guy, but they're zoning up, and that's causing Twombly some problems. Will O'Brien. Over it comes Alston. Throws it away. There's Twombly, and put it up, no. Backside, they put it up. Alston, and with the basketball, and hustling there is O'Brien, Nathan O'Brien, and then he couldn't get a shot off at the end of that first quarter.
And I would like to admit that. I said Yonkel, but the jersey over there on O'Brien was folded. The way it was folded, the zero looked, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It didn't look like the same number.
Crinkled
that was
up.
Will O'Brien.
Crinkled up.
It was crinkled up.
So 15-11, Williams, we head to the second quarter. Owensboro Catholic by 4 against Frankfort. We'll be back to the All-A Classic after this timeout.
We're Champion Ford in Owensboro. It's our 29th anniversary, and we're celebrating with great deals on new Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs. Like the new 2020 Ford Fusion, only $19,929, plus a complimentary 5-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Get the #1 selling truck, new 2019 Ford F-150 Super Cruise, as low as $29,929. Or sporty new 2020 Ford Edge, as low as $26,929. So come help us celebrate our 29th anniversary with some unbelievable deals at Champion Ford in Owensboro.
This is where it all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be, for generations to come.
Drew Hartz has it out top for Owensboro Catholic. Goes over to Scales. Scales gives it up now. They look for Weaver. Weaver. 15-11. Owensboro Catholic leads by 4. They have the basketball. Start the second half. Scales kicks it back out now to Andrew Riney. Back here's a free throw line. Jumper knocked down on a nice shot by Weaver. Weaver's first basket, 17-11.
You got those. He got that jump extended is what he did. Nice looking jump shot.
Alston. O'Brien. Back it comes now to Ellis. Ellis backs it back out. And Owensboro Catholic really packing that 2-3 in. Nathan O'Brien in there. He's at the top. Twombly is down low. That's the reason they're giving Twombly fits there in that 2-3.
Yep. I was going to tell you, too, while we got an opportunity, Rusty Crab told me to tell you hello, Gary. I saw him back over in the tunnel area. Rusty Crab.
Rusty Crab. Shot by O'Brien out of the left side, and a stick back won't go. And rebounding down low, and we're going to have a foul call. Boy, that was good hustle there by Alston. Chaz Alston.
Chaz Alston, he's an emotional player out there for Frankfort. And
I thought you were kidding with me when you said Rusty Crab.
No, there was really a guy over there. His name was Rusty Crab. Oh, goodness. I wouldn't do that to you.
I know. 17-11. There's McClavick, and that's a 3, and he knocks it down.
Big 3.
McClavick with 5 points now, and it's 17-14.
We got us a ball game.
Yeah, we do. McClavick, boy, that was a nice shot, wasn't it?
That was.
Sweet 3. Top of the circle. Out top with the Scales. Gives it up McFarland. McFarland back over. He comes now to Riney. Andrew Riney back out top. Swings it to Hartz. McFarland. The Weaver. Back out top. He comes now to Scales. Down low, McFarland posting up, backing in. He gives it back to his teammate and cutting through, and the shot won't go there for Hartz, and rebounded by Twombly.
Hartz is upset with himself as he runs back down the court, but he left it a little short, Gary.
17-14. Frankfort can tie with a 3 or cut it to 1 with a field goal.
Frankfort really got to get this guy involved, Ellis.
O'Brien a 3, off the mark, and rebounded, pulled down by McFarland.
The reason why I say it, Charlie Ellis had a big game against Walton Verona, did a lot of little things, but the assist-wise, he did a really good job.
Out of the right side, Scales. That 3's in and out, tapped around. Twombly got the missed attempt and pulled it down. Twombly. And now they give it up, and there's McClavick off the front of the iron, rebounded by Owensboro Catholic, and they kick it out now to Hartz. Hartz running down, throws it up, no. And what's going to be the call here?
They're going to call a foul against Frankfort, and I believe that's going to go against Austin.
Yeah, Austin. That's his first, team's 4th foul. 5:17 to go here in the first half, 17-14. Owensboro Catholic on top of Frankfort here in the All-A Classic in Richmond. Free throw rolls in. Shumway's had a good ball game. I show him with 9 points. He can get double figures with this free throw. He already missed a couple of free throws his first 2 trips up there at the free throw line.
I want to think WeWantToPlay.org. Check them out on Facebook.
Rolls out. 18-14.
This arena just got quiet when that ball was rolling around there.
O'Brien gives it now. Down low, Austin off glass, knocks it down. Chaz Austin with a nice move to the basket, banked it home. It's 18-16, and Tim Riley wants a 30-second. No, he wants a full timeout. Full timeout called by Tim Riley and Owensboro Catholic. They're on top by 2, but there was something that he didn't like. He didn't like the fact that Chaz Austin got that open in the right inside the paint there.
Yeah, that was a big deal. You know, you got to make sure that you're on these Frankfort kids, because if you're not, they're going to make you pay for it. You know, again, we're talking about an 11th region team that plays a 11th region schedule.
Tough schedule, yeah. You're right.
Owensboro Catholic up there. Owensboro Catholic, where they're at, you know, a lot of times they'll play, you know, some of the teams from E-Town, some of the teams from.
They play a lot of games at that arena you were in last week, the Owensboro Sports Center.
Yeah. Actually, all their home games is hosted there.
They got Owensboro Catholic on the floor there.
Yeah, they do. And that's a nice little arena for them to play in, by the way. It's not real big as far as, you know, when you say it's arena, it's more like a big high school gym. But
the Stallions, the ABA team that Kyle Macy coached, that we had a lot, Jerron Brown, a lot of those guys. We played a lot of games in Owensboro. They had an ABA team. We used to play them there at that sports center.
Yeah.
So we had about 3 games there every year.
So you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
man.
It's a nice arena. They renovated since I was there last.
Yeah, it's nice.
Right side. Mundy's back in the game, by the way, William. He's on the right side with the ball. Mundy comes out the top now to Scales.
I heard Mundy was a good football player, too.
Yeah, I bet he is. Down low, they try to go, and that's going to be a traveling call, and that's going to be against Drew Hartz.
Monday on the football field, I heard when he hits you, he makes you think it's Tuesday, even though it's Friday night.
You might want to hope it's Saturday or Sunday.
I think he makes you miss the weekend is what I heard.
Ellis kick it over to McClavick. Down low, Austin, and has it knocked away, and it goes back to Frankfort. 4:22, 18-16. A bucket here by Frankfort would tie this game up, or a 3-pointer would give them the lead back. Would give them the lead. They've never had the lead, have they?
No, not yet.
Looking over in the corner to Will O'Brien. He jumps it up, and it won't go off the I don't know if that even drew iron, William.
It was a little to the right of the bucket, but he was defended very, very well.
Weaver. They kick it over to Hartz. Down low, and that shot won't go, and it's by Weaver, and rebounded coming out of there with his Austin. Austin stopping 17. McClavick. Here's Will O'Brien. Thought about it. He'll pump it up from the free throw line. That's off the mark, and nice rebound pulled down by Hartz, Drew Hartz.
I believe, didn't Coach Chris O'Brien, did he play at Henry Clay?
I believe so.
I think he did.
Riney to the basket, up and in, and a charge call.
Taking the charge there again was Will O'Brien.
That's something they stressed to you on the pregame, was taking charges, and man, they've done a good job as O'Brien will come out, and well, he'll go out for his younger brother. Nathan will come in.
Yep.
One O'Brien for another O'Brien.
Coach
For Chris O'Brien.
Coach over there talking with Will and let him know, hey, man, that's exactly what we need, dude.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we need.
3:37, 18-16. Frankfort in the orange. Florida Gator colors against Owensboro Catholic in the white with the green and the gold trim. Owensboro Catholic girls won earlier.
I'll say Will or Nate, one of those two play baseball too, if not both.
And Twombly trying to go to the basket, has it knocked or swatted away, and they didn't call a foul, but it'll go out of bounds. It'll go back to Frankfort. Will O'Brien in for Twombly.
I want to thank everybody for tuning in all over the internet tonight for this one.
3:17 here in the first half. Down low, and Will O'Brien has a ball, has it knocked away. We're going to have a jump ball called, and possession arrow. That's a big break there for Frankfort because they got the possession arrow.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it'd been Owensboro Catholic basketball.
Correct.
So they get a break there. 3:14 to play in the first half.
Will O'Brien didn't stay out very long. Coach needs him in the ball game, so you see why he's back in there.
Yep. Right side, and there's a three-pointer knocked down by Austin. Second three-pointer.
Yeah, and he hit that from downtown Richmond on that one.
Down low, McFarland shot up and in, he's fouled. McFarland with the bucket and the soup, and he'll get the sandwich. 19-18. Frankfort on top by that 1 point on that three-pointer out of the corner by Austin. But then McFarland comes back with an old-fashioned three-point play. He's going to earn it, William, at the charity stripe.
Yes, sir. Got the pot and the gold.
That's right. McFarland knocks down the free throw. He's got a good ball game working. McFarland now with 7 points for Owensboro Catholic. 2:55. We're 21-19. Owensboro back by 2. Turning around Austin, and he puts it in.
Got it.
That's 10 for Austin. We're tied at 21. 2:40 to go in the first half. Out top it comes now. Hartz. Drew Hartz. They swing it around to McFarland. Back out now. They come to Scales. Down low. Hartz puts it up. Hook shot, and it wouldn't go. Rebounded to O'Brien. O'Brien kicks it out top. Austin, he lets the three go. That's off the rim. Rebounded by McFarland.
McFarland's all over the court.
He sure is. He's a hustler, isn't he?
Yes, sir.
Working the down low. Weaver, he kicks it out, and there's going to be a three on the left side taken by Scales. It wouldn't go, and rebounded by Frankfort. 2 minutes to go. Turnaround jumper off the mark by Austin, and Twombly was clearing out, and it's going to be a foul on Twombly.
Yep. Reaching in. These officials are on top of it. They're going to call every little thing.
Yeah, and that's the sixth team foul against Frankfort, the next one, and Owensboro Catholic will be in the bonus.
This is a physical ball game.
Yeah, to just have 11 fouls called. 1:50 to go in the first half of a tie ball game, 21 all. Frankfort, Owensboro Catholic. Hartz out front, kicks it up to McFarland on the right side. McFarland looking for cutters. He comes back out top to Riney. Down low and to the basket. Off window. Good by Hartz.
Hartz rocking it again, man. He's having another great game.
Got 11. 23-21. Frankfort in the middle. Turn around. Nathan O'Brien won't go. And then pulled out of there. Good rebound by Weaver. He just ripped it away from him. Minute 12 to go. Here's a Hartz. Three-pointer won't go. Long rebound. Tracked down by Will O'Brien. We're going to have a timeout. I think we'll see if it's going to be a full timeout. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. Any special sponsors we need to shout out to?
We want to play.org. Want to thank those fine folks, Dave, and all the great stuff that he does. You know, they help kids play the games. by providing them equipment and things like that. They just do an excellent job. As a matter of fact, I should probably read, Gary, their
yes, sir.
Their little thing here. We Want to Play is a local nonprofit assisting financially qualifying student athletes within Franklin County. For more information, like them on Facebook or find them on the web at wewanttoplay.org. We Want to Play, helping kids play sports. And I know for a fact they do a lot of great stuff, Gary, over there in Franklin County. There's a lot of kids over there that would not be able to play sports without We Want to Play. So keep them in mind for your next donations.
Ellis over to O'Brien, to Nathan O'Brien. Comes back out to Will. He gives back to Ellis. Faking with the ball, holds it high out front. 48 seconds to go before halftime. Are we going to try to talk to you-know-who at halftime?
I don't know. Maybe.
39 seconds. You can talk to her if you want. Will O'Brien three-pointer off the mark. Stuck back up, and a foul called. McClavick with the stick back, and he drew the foul. He'll shoot a couple of free throws. McClavick at the free throw line. Reed McClavick. And that's short. No good.
Got to hit the free throws in this particular ball game. Because it's been a close one ever since, I guess when we were 8-8.
Yep.
You know, it's been a close one ever since then.
McClavick got the second one. 1 of 2 on that trip. 23-22. Tight ball game here at the All-A Classic in front of a good crowd. Gary Ball, William Warfield, and Joe Allen. Of course, I wouldn't say William without King of String.
I appreciate that.
Right side, Weaver. You deserve it, William.
Oh, we had got some guys getting upset.
Clearing out, wasn't he? Clearing out a little bit, little chicken wing. 10 seconds. That's what I call it. With the ball is Riney. Down low. Kick it back to McFarland. Right side, off window, good. McFarland's had a good first half of basketball, and he had 9 points. It's 25-22 as we go to halftime. The lead belongs to the team from Owensboro. Owensboro Catholic Aces up by 3, 25-22 here at halftime. And, of course, we'll have all the first half stats here provided by the crack staff here at Eastern Kentucky. Hugh does a great job with the stats here, working with the Eastern Kentucky University crew. 25-22.
We got Hugh over there. We got Keith on the mic. He does a great job. Just always doing a good job. We're going to step out for a moment. We'll take a break. We'll be back. You're watching the game live here on Prep Spin.
Let me try to get
things never change. Like the sound of pads crushing against the equipment, the feel of cleats on fresh-cut grass, or the deep rest from a full practice. Another thing that never changes, the feeling of relief when the whistle blows for break. And the savory snack to go along with it. This is a moment to remember. This is a Mingy moment.
At Atkinson Sims & Kermode, we are here to help you get back to what matters most.
Helping you through your financial situation is our only purpose. We are involved at every step, guiding you towards relief.
A better life can't exist after bankruptcy. Start your bankruptcy for as little as $78. Call us today and take the first step towards a new beginning.
Did you know in addition to education assistance, UPS now provides housing for qualified employees? Through the UPS Kentucky Living Options and Opportunities Path, also known as UPS Kentucky Loop, you can work part-time in Louisville, go to school at Jefferson Community and Technical College, and receive housing for up to 2 years. Earn a degree or learn a trade. It's up to you. Loop benefits are available to those who live outside the Louisville metro area, whether you're just starting college or going back to school. It's time to get in the loop. For more information, visit upsjobs.com. That's upsjobs.com.
We believe the car buying process should be fair, and the price you see is the price you pay. We understand what's important to you, and we believe you deserve the highest quality service from the highest level of professionals. Nothing less. No games, no gimmicks, no regrets. This is the Champion No Regrets sales experience. Only at Champion Ford Lincoln Mazda in Owensboro.
At Atkinson Sims and Kermode, we are here to help you get back to what matters most.
Helping you through your financial situation is our only purpose. We are involved at every step, guiding you towards relief.
A better life can't exist after bankruptcy. Start your bankruptcy for as little as $78. Call us today and take the first step towards a new beginning.
Folks, this is Gary Ball, and you hear my catchphrase, soup and a sandwich. When I want the best potato soup and prime rib sandwich, I head over to Rafferty's Restaurants after my games. Check out Rafferty's 9 great locations throughout Kentucky, and all you teens, you can eat at Rafferty's before those big ball games. The open prime rib sandwich is what legends are made of. Ask Joe B. Hall, the legend himself, it's his favorite. Rafferty's a big supporter of high school sports throughout Kentucky. Rafferty's, where the special is you.
Welcome back here to Eastern Kentucky University, Paul S. McBrayer Arena. And we're looking here at the stats that was handed out to us, and just already noticed, Gary, the guy that's probably the most fired up out there on the court, Chaz Austin of Frankfort, he's almost got a double-double.
Yeah, he's got 12 points and 9 rebounds. So 11 points for Hartz, 9 points for Sammy McFarland. You mentioned McFarland was all over the floor hustling.
Yeah.
He came up with 9 points and 3 rebounds. Seemed like he had more than 3 rebounds, didn't it?
Absolutely. Yes, sir. He had a big first half right there as well. When you talk about guys that have been out there on the floor and just kind of scrapping, trying to do all they can to help their team succeed.
Yeah. And Charles Ellis did what Charles Ellis does. He had 5 assists in the first half alone for Frankfort. They were 8 of 25, and that's just 29%, whereas they were 5 for 14 from 3. That's 36%. 1 of 2 at the line, and Owensboro Catholic was 9 of 18, 50% shooting. That's pretty good here on this college floor, 50% shooting.
Yeah, well, a lot of those shots were inside. A lot of layups and things like that. They were contested layups, but they did a good job of getting close to the basket for those. Now, with that being said, they did hit a couple threes too.
And they were hit 2 for 5 from 3, whereas Frankfort 5 for 14, 5 of 9 at the charity stripe. Yeah. Rebounding, an edge for Frankfort. So Frankfort can hang their hat on that. 16-11, a +5 rebounding edge for Frankfort. So that's what Coach O'Brien can tell his ball club in the locker room. Hey, we out-rebounding these guys by 5 rebounds. Let's keep that up. Let's keep the pressure up, and we can have a good second half here.
Yeah, that's definitely another bright spot. You got to make sure that the spotlight stays on Chaz Austin, because he seems to be the emotional leader for this Frankfort team. But I thought Will O'Brien did some really good things. Taking those 2 charges was huge.
Yeah. Twombly came in, though. I've got some numbers for Frankfort. I did season stats. Twombly, averaging over 14 points a game, is actually the leading scorer. He was held scoreless in the first half.
Which is amazing. Think about that.
So if he comes up with a big second half, you'd like Frankfort's chances. So it's Owensboro Catholic and Frankfort here at halftime, and Owensboro Catholic has a 3-point edge, 25-22.
I had talked to you about the people that were telling me to tell you hi. I think you're like the mayor around here. Everybody knows who you are, Gary. And there's a lot of folks here that have showed up for this game, and a lot of folks know Mr. Gary Ball legend.
Well, I appreciate that. That's only because, I mean, when you do a show for 17 years, they can see your face. When you do radio, I got a face, for radio. They just hear a voice. But now that I've been doing the Scholastic Ball Report, by the way, this Sunday, the Danville boys team is having a terrific season. It's my team of the week, and Tony Wise from Franklin County is on with the Scholars. Listen to this. One of these boys that was on the show is the senior class president. Yeah. Another kid at 4.0, another kid that's on the show is the junior class president. So we got class presidents all over the place, 4.0s, and we got a man that made a commitment. This doesn't happen often. He made a college commitment right on my show live. Wow. For Frank. He said, yeah, I'm going to IU East, Indiana University East. Wow. He said, I'm going to announce it today. So we got the Hornets in Metcalfe County coming up in the next one.
Next time I go out west, I'm going to come on your show and announce I'm going through East St. Louis.
You do that.
Like Chevy Chase in the movie,
You come on the show anytime. You want to come on in the spring, just let me know. You can come on my show anytime, William. You know that. Yeah. It's open invitation to awesome. The King of String.
Appreciate that. Woo! Man, this is playoff basketball here at its finest.
There's your lineup for Murray and Metcalfe County. Sorry, sir.
No, that's my fault. Playoff basketball before playoff basketball.
Yeah, All-A Classic. And Stan Steidel, they did a tribute to him here before the game with the video. And I tell you what, that man knew what he was doing.
Yes, he did. Again, want to thank everybody for tuning in. Jay Maggs, Eric Hill, Miranda Moeller, Marcy Smith. We got the State Journal Sports over there in Frankfort tuned into this one, Kentucky at the Kentucky All-A Classic. And we appreciate you guys tuning into this. And,
people don't realize that watch these games. The reason William Warfield brings you these games in high definition is because they do charge a rights fee at the All-A Classic. Is because of you sponsors. The folks sponsoring this is the reason we're able to bring it.
WeWantToPlay.org for this particular game.
So it's second half action. Get ready to start. And it will be for Owensboro Catholic. It will be McFarland, Marks, also Weaver will start, Riney, and it'll be Luke Scales will start.
Let's get this one back on. Let's see who comes out on top.
25-22. It'll be Wombley, O'Brien, and also Ellis will start. And we've got, of course, McClavick will start. Reed McClavick will get the start along with the guy who did everything, Chaz Austin, in that first half. 12 points and 9 rebounds. Now, second half underway. McFarland gets it in to Riney. He holds it on the right side, looking for cutters. Down low, and it goes off the foot, goes to Frankfort.
So immediately Frankfort comes out and causes their first turnover right there. You're talking about, getting out there and hustling and things like that. Frankfort's quick on their feet, and in that particular situation, you had Chaz out there on that, and then you also had Jordan Blythe out there on there.
O'Brien back over to Ellis. They swing it now to Austin. Back out to O'Brien, top of the circle. Goes to Ellis. McClavick's open deep in the corner. Goes down low, Twombly. Twombly post up, powers it in. Well, that was a power move there, but first basket was all power, wasn't it?
That was all power. Big 22 making it happen.
25-24 and the Twombly strong lay-in with people hanging on him on the left side. Hartz, Riney, down low, blocked away by who else? Austin. Kick it over to Will O'Brien, the three-pointer. Good, bullseye.
Will knocking it down.
Third three-pointer for O'Brien, and the lead back for Frankfort, 27-25. Remember, they had it momentarily in that second quarter. Right side it comes now. They swing it back out to Hartz. Hartz wants to launch a three, and that's off the front of the iron. And let's see a long rebound. Twomley hitting the floor, and his teammate will chase it down. And that's Ellis. He's bumped a little bit, no call. Down the floor, right side, hangs, puts it up and in. What a shot by Charles Ellis. 29-25, Frankfort by 4.
What a great job coming out of the halftime. Frankfort catching Owensboro Catholic sleeping.
Scales cut off. Out top to Riney. Back it comes over to Drew Hartz.
Ooh, that was almost a carry.
Yeah. Hartz kicks it back out to Weaver. Weaver back to Riney. Over it comes on the right side to Drew Hartz. He comes back to McFarland. Swings it over to the left side, over to Scales. Back it comes to Drew Hartz. As McFarland clears out on the left side. Well, good defense now by Frankfort. Posting up, turning around. Weaver and rattles it in. That's a tough shot there by Weaver.
Nice shot by Weaver, too.
Yeah, made that one rattle home, didn't it? 29-27.
Got the little clink, clink on the rim.
Sure did. Clink, clink. Tap, tap. And it counts. 5:45 to go in the third. 29-27. What a ball game we got here in the All-A Classic.
You know, this one could go right down to the wire. You know, both teams, I mean, throughout this ball game, since we were tied 8-8 when Frankfort came back after a slow start.
Yep.
It's been nothing but back and forth.
In the next game, we got the Tigers of Murray and the Metcalfe County Hornets.
Yes, sir. That should be interesting. They're putting that on the cable channel down in Metcalfe County on their public access channel.
And you and I will have that game, right?
That's right.
And then we'll have the Paintsville Hazard game. Is that right?
That's correct.
Wow.
We got a triple header here tonight.
A lot
We've
of
already
games.
done 3 today.
A lot of games here at the All-A Classic.
This is number 4 for us, and we got 2 more coming up tonight.
Yeah, Frankfort with the ball. They're just going to hold it and say, hey, you better come out of that zone defense, Owensboro Catholic, or we're just going to hold the ball here all day. Pounding it down out front.
Thank goodness for the sponsors, or else we'd be in the debt up to our eyeballs in rights fees.
Yeah.
You ever seen that commercial? I'm
Yeah.
in debt up to my eye. How do you do it?
Thanks to all those sponsors. You folks make it possible. Chaz Austin, free throw line jumper, rolls out. There's Twomley battling, but ripped off. And the rebound there was Scales. He scaled here's a Marks right side, in and out. Rebounded by Twomley. Boy, that was a nice box out by the big fella. He's 6'6".
Big fella got it, man, and able to just secure it.
Here's a steal by Weaver. He's weaving in traffic. Over now to Marks. Marks kicks it back out top to Scales, and that three-pointer's off the front of the iron. Coming out there with it is Ellis. 4:05 to go in the third quarter. 29-27. Austin kicks it over to O'Brien. Back to Ellis. Now they come to McClavic. Twomley puts it up, no, and rebounded by who else? McFarland.
Doing a great job.
Austin had a great first half, didn't he? And there's going to be a timeout on the floor. I thought we were going to have a turnover, but it's a full timeout called by Tim Riley of Owensboro Catholic. 3:45 to go in this third quarter, 29-27. Frankfort leading Owensboro Catholic here at the All-A Classic. What you got for us there, William?
Well, a lot of people mentioning us here on Twitter, and we appreciate that. A lot of people watching on Facebook tonight. Again, we appreciate everybody tuning in, but again, it could not be possible without WeWantToPlay.org. Dave does an outstanding job at WeWantToPlay.org, and I know he puts a lot back into that Franklin County community over there. And, you know, he's also, a lot of people don't realize, but he's also the PA voice of the Kentucky ice hockey team over there at the Ice Center in Lexington. So he does a lot for everybody. And, I mean, obviously, you know, people are recognizing because Mingy Beef Jerky, who's our title sponsor on the network, also sponsors the UK hockey, and Dave set that up, I heard.
Yeah, and Mingy Beef Jerky, a sponsor on this Classic Ball Report the last couple of years. They've been with you for 3 years, and I tell you what a great partner they are at Mingy Beef Jerky. Curtis Mackley, of course, the vice president over there, and a great guy. And I know his son plays football at Lexington Catholic.
Yeah, they do an outstanding job of marketing, and not only that, I mean, sometimes it's not even about the marketing, it's about supporting, you know, these schools and these teams, and, you know, helping kids get noticed at the next level, and we certainly appreciate them because we feel like we do a great job at doing that.
Right side, and there's a three-pointer knocked down by Hartz.
Ooh, nothing but net.
So Hartz Knocked that one down, and he has 14 points now.
There's a certain sound that string music off of the net makes.
That's
and when you hear it.
That's a 1-point lead now for Owensboro. I know we got the sound of that.
Yeah.
Alston out top to O'Brien. Over to Ellis. Holds it high over his head, looking at that zone. Both teams in a 2-3 right now. McClavick turns around, and that 15-footer hits the front of the rim. No, stolen and put up and in by Alston.
Alston, a great job being aware of where everybody was at there on that, but particularly those alligator claws, taking that basketball away. You know what I'm talking about, as the jaw closes on the alligator?
Well, when those jaws come down,
take it away.
1,000 pounds of pressure.
Yes, sir. There was a lot of pressure on that ball as he stole it and put it in.
2:40 to go in the third quarter. 31-30, back and forth we go. Working with the ball, Riney to the basket, no, and pulled off of there by Alston. I know he's got double-double now because he had 9 rebounds at halftime.
Yeah, so he secured that double-double.
31-30, 2:25 to go in the third quarter. Will O'Brien's like a coach out there on the floor for you, isn't he?
He is.
Working out there with Charles Ellis, who had 5 assists in the first half. Down low, Twombly turns around, won't go, 15-footer. Austin battling, got a hand on it, but Owensboro Catholic pulls it out of there. Riney throws a long pass over the head of Weaver.
Yeah, that ball was selling.
Blythe into the game for Wombly and McClavick, and also in the game is Nathan O'Brien. So Nathan O'Brien in there now with Will O'Brien. So you got 2 O'Briens in there. And they lead 31-30. 2 minutes to go in this third period from the All-A Classic at Paul S. McBrayer Arena here in Richmond, Kentucky. Alston back to Blythe. Blythe backs it back out of there. Comes over now to Alston. Ball kicked. And that's probably one of those soccer players there for Owensboro Catholic. I know
you got quite a few.
Yeah, you do. Folks, Owensboro Catholic fans watching this can let us know who the soccer players are.
Good to see Blythe back in there, too. Does this stat sheet tell how many minutes they were in the game? Because he didn't play very much of that first
Nobody
half.
started.
He did start.
He's got it out front, lines it up, and he knocks down a 3. Just right on cue, Mr. Warfield. You were talking about him, his minutes. He knocks down a big 3.
He's back in there now, contributing to the team.
Frankfort up by 4.
Coach O'Brien had a pep talk with him over on the sideline. I saw in that first quarter.
Drew Hartz gets it out top to Riney. Over to McFarland. He comes back out now to Drew Hartz. Riney down low to Weaver. Kicks it back to Scales. Back it comes now to Riney. 1:05 to go. Scales over to Hartz. There's a 3. It's off the front of the iron, no. And tapped around and coming down with it, Ellis. You know who kept that alive? Alston.
Yep.
Kept that ball alive. He won't get credit for rebound on that, but that's a great stat there for Alston, keeping that ball alive and tapping it over to a teammate.
Yeah, it's those things that don't show up in the box score that are crucial sometimes. A lot of times.
A lot of times. 40 seconds to go. First in the third quarter. 34-30. We're having fun down here, aren't we?
We are. We're having a good time.
Yeah, we're having a fun time calling the All-A Classic. We got 3 big games tonight. Hope you will stay with us. Ellis, who had 5 assists in the first half. O'Brien's got it with 21 seconds. Owensboro Catholic coming out of that zone a little bit further now. Ellis, double team, and gets it through to O'Brien. He'll come over to Blythe. Blythe will go baseline, dump it back to Alston, spinning, throws up a hook, shot it, he knocked it down. 16 for Alston. Owensboro Catholic's got time, and will they get the shot off? He banked it in. It will count. Banked in by Riney. I said they had time, William, and he turned around at half court, got the pass, and turned around, knocked it down. There it goes, right there. Boom, just before the buzzer.
What a great shot.
So third quarter comes to a close, and it comes to a close on that big 3. 36. We're going to look at that again?
Yeah, you want to say it one more time?
Sure. It's a good pass there. Man, what a shot. I made a shot like that in high school. I didn't tell you that, did I?
Did you?
I made a half-court shot in a game, too, at Boone County.
Yeah.
That was probably the longest shot I ever made.
Like Jay-Z said, oh, what a feeling.
It was. You do it at the end of the. I did mine at the end of the first half. You go to the locker room, you go to the bench. You feel like, oh yeah, I can do that a lot. I can do that anytime I want to.
Yeah.
Only half-court shot I made in my career. 36-33. We'll go to the fourth quarter. I tell you what, this turned out to be a heated affair here.
It did. It's a physical ball game. Low scoring. I would say it was low scoring. Others may tell you, hey, this is just because it's such an intense game. But 36-33, that's where we're at, Gary Ball.
36-33, we start the fourth quarter, and Frankfort will have the ball. They give it to Ellis. He might have double digits tonight in assist. So Ellis over to Blythe, and Blythe will put the ball down right in front of Chris O'Brien. Blythe with the basketball, good ball handler, and let's see, it went out of bounds, and last touch, Owensboro Catholic thought it was touched by Frankfort. They're going to give it back to Frankfort. O'Brien will put it in play.
By the way, Blythe only played 3 minutes.
He got a big three in this half.
In that first half.
And Austin's pushed there, and that's going to be a foul. Well, there have not been a lot of fouls. As a matter of fact, that's the first foul called in this second half, William. That's remarkable.
Wow.
First foul in the whole half. 7:42 to go in the ball game.
They must have heard us in that first half.
Austin out.
Those whistles.
Yeah, Austin out front. Frankfort up by 3. They have the lead, and leather, as I say. There's Austin, the three-pointer, bullseye. Boy, what a ball game for Chaz Austin, averaging 14 points, 7 rebounds, and he has 19 points and 12 rebounds already.
Huge game.
Down low, a shot off the glass, knocked down by Hartz. Drew Hartz was 16. 39-35. I think you're right, William. This may come down to the last shot. 7:07 to go. Blythe has it on the left side. Over down to Chaz Austin.
It's got that feeling.
7 minutes to go. Frankfort on top. Ellis to the basket, off glass, no good, and he's fouled, and he's going to go to the free throw line.
It might be on McFarland. Waiting here. It's either McFarland or it may be possibly on Hartz. Yeah, it's on Hartz.
6:52 in the fourth quarter, 39-35. Missed the free throw. That's something you can't do. Even though you got 6:52 to go in this game, it's still late in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You got to make free throws.
Yeah, free throws are big.
Something my high school coach did when I played at Boone was he made everybody on the team hit 10 free throws before they left practice, and that's no good. And pulled down by Austin. That's his 13th rebound, and he's fouled.
Again, want to thank everybody for tuning in. I'm looking here on the We Want to Play Facebook. I'm just looking to see who's all tuned in right now.
So Blythe will put it in play for the Panthers. Out top to O'Brien. Will backs it back out, gives it over now to Chaz Austin. Austin with 19 points, 13 rebounds. What a ball game. Austin.
Big time.
Twombly, right side, 6'6" center, and he has the ball stripped away on the floor, diving for it, and Weaver, and out of bounds on the right side there as Chaz Austin was trying to help out Mr. Hartz and trying to help him up, but Mr. Hartz would have none of that.
Winners looking to advance to the semifinals.
They would play the winner of Metcalf and Murray.
Yeah.
Then later tonight we'll also have Paintsville and Hazard.
That should be an interesting game.
Yeah.
We're going to have a mountain matchup on Prep Spin. Got a little condensation on the floor across the way.
Blythe showing handles, as they say. O'Brien down to Twombly. Right side, powers it up and in, and it goes in for Twombly. Thought it was going to come out on him. 4 points for Twombly all. And there's a three-pointer off the front of the iron. Won't go for Weaver and pulled down. Chaz Austin working across, gives to Blythe.
O'Brien done lost his jacket over there, by the way.
He lost that a long time ago. There's McClavick. A three, good! McClavick. The lead has swelled to 9, 44-35.
The Frankfort sideline over there, man, they were all into it.
Weaver. You know, Owensboro Catholic's got some shooters. McFarland posting up, throws it up, and draws the foul on Twomley. Good job down there by McFarland, kind of hanging in the air and forcing Twomley what to do, and then got him to foul.
Yeah.
So McFarland had that big first half. He has not scored here in the second half.
Short on that free throw.
Missed the free throw. 44-35, Frankfort by 9. 5:34 to go here in the contest. Metcalf and Murray coming up after this one. And that one is good by McFarland. 10 points for Sammy. 44-36.
8-point affair, I was going to say. 8-point affair in this one.
Alston will put it in play. Gets it up to O'Brien. O'Brien in backcourt. Now dribbling through the double team toward the middle of the court. Takes up his dribble, gives it up over the right side to Charles Ellis. Ellis working there, back behind his back. Kicks it over McClavick, another three, in and out. And we're going to have a whistle.
I want to give a shout out to John Sims watching. I believe he's the brother-in-law of Coach Chris O'Brien. John Sims, you know, with Atkins and Sims and Kermode, PLLC.
Yep.
By the way, if you're thinking about bankruptcy, give him a call. He'll take care of you, get you started for as little as $78.
Hey,
that's is it Sammy?
That's who?
That's Sammy?
That's Stan Harden.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Stan Harden. Stan the man, they call him. Back-to-back state championship winner with Fairdale High School.
Wow.
Yep. He has some pretty good players.
He knows who that Rusty guy is I was telling you about.
Oh, okay.
Because he's an old-timer, too.
Gotcha. So Alston and Ellis, well, these cats can handle a basketball. Down the middle. Ellis almost lost it. Gives it back out to Alston. Yeah.
May have double dribbled it.
Ellis. Down low, Twomley. Right side, powers it up. He will get the soup, and he'll have the sandwich.
So watch that again. It all starts, though, with with Charlie Ellis. Nice dish.
Frankfort with their biggest lead of 10 points now. 46-36. They can have an 11-point lead. And a free throw knocked down for Twomley. I tell you what, a second half he's got going. 7 points, all 7 of those in this quarter and a half.
This Frankfort team, probably the most emotional team on the court I think I've seen all tournament.
They want to win badly. And that's something that Chris O'Brien instills in his ball club, the fire in the belly to win. Owensboro Catholic's got that too. And there's going to be a clear-out foul. That's going to be called on Hartz as he cleared out Twomley.
Another charge taken for Frankfort. That's number 4, I believe, of the game.
Yeah, that was not Twomley. He just checked into the game. So who was that, Alston he knocked down over there?
No, that was Will O'Brien.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was Will O'Brien.
Yeah, it was 21, not 22.
I did that earlier, too. It's the way the jerseys are been sometimes.
47-36, the Frankfort Panthers, their biggest lead, 4:27 to go in this game here at the All-A Classic coming up after this one, Metcalf County and Murray. And after that one, it'll be Paintsville, and they play Somerset team.
Paintsville Hazard.
Paintsville Hazard. Somerset, they play after that, right? The last game.
Yeah, they play after, but we're not doing that game.
Right. We got this game.
I'm wore out already.
Yeah, I know. This thing wears you out. 4:20 to go in this game, and there's a steal coming out there with it. It's Weaver. Right side, no. Stuck back by McFarland, knocks it down.
McFarland getting it done there on the offensive glass.
That's 12 for McFarland. That's his first point. So in the second half, he had a great first half. 47-38. Well, I tell you, if Owensboro could, there's a kick there by McFarland. Owensboro could get a steal here and knock down a three. Boy, this would be anybody's ball game. They've got it down to 9. 3:56, but Frankfort's got some good ball handlers.
Yep.
O'Brien, ball knocked away, and it's stolen by Riney. Riney throws it up and in, and they're going to count the basket.
Wow. That gets
Foul on O'Brien.
Closer. Let's watch this again. Oh, I don't know, Gary. O'Brien.
Was his foot on that circle? His foot's in that circle.
His heel was on the circle, but they don't use that at the high school level.
That's true. 3-point play connected.
It's 47-41, 6-point lead for Frankfort.
Ellis bounces over with McClavic. He's got 3 big threes in this basketball game. Out top now. Ellis down the paint. Good pass. McClavic puts it up and in.
How in the world did he make that pass?
Threaded the needle to McClavic. That's 9 for him. He had 10 off the bench in their opening round. Here's a three-pointer and won't go there for Hartz. Rebounded by Ellis. Over to Austin. O'Brien down low to Wombly, and he lays it up and in. They're going to Twomley with all these passes right now. He's finishing it. He's got 9 points.
Yeah, he's doing a great job underneath. Just the sheer power that he's got.
Mark and spin move good by Hartz. Drew Hartz.
Let's watch that last. Just watch how this young man gets his position underneath the basket. See, they work it into him. He's got his position, and once he puts that ball down, he lowers that shoulder a little bit. You don't got a chance when he's that close to the basket. There's too much power down there. Again, we want to thank WeWantToPlay.org. WeWantToPlay.org for all their support. The reason why we can bring you today's game. Dave, again, does a great job with that group over there. Again, WeWantToPlay.org is a local nonprofit assisting financially qualified student athletes within Franklin County. For more information, like them on Facebook or find them on the web at WeWantToPlay.org. We Want to Play, helping kids play sports.
That's a good service. I guess you've heard we got all kinds of new coaches we're going to have in Central Kentucky. Brian Landis left Douglas. And,
right.
Frank Parks is out at Bryan Station. And did they name a new coach?
I wouldn't be surprised if Park shows up at Douglas.
I wouldn't be surprised if Cornell Burbridge is hired at Bryan Station.
Yeah.
Or J.T. Haskins.
Yeah.
Both superstars there.
And I think somebody told me that like Eric Shelton was looking at coaching and stuff like that too.
At Bryan Station?
Yeah.
Yeah, the E-Train played there.
Yeah. Somebody was telling me that he is interested in coaching soon.
So coaching changes.
You heard it here first if it happens.
Lob to Twomley right in front of us. He jumps up, gets it back to Austin. Austin across the line, and he is going to be fouled out front, and that foul will go on Monday.
There was a lot of fallout over at Bryan Station in the community when Parks was let go. They didn't feel like he had a fair share because a lot of the talent from Bryan Station ended up going to Douglas.
So, yeah, there's a lot to be said for that, William. You're exactly right. And there's an interim principal at Bryan Station. They don't have a principal.
Yeah.
So the leadership at the top is a little shaky right now. Free throw good there for Austin. Boy, I tell you, what a ball game this young man's had. 20 points, unofficially 14 rebounds. We'll get his total at the end of the game. We got 2:43 to go.
Yeah, he's up there.
He's had a ball game, hasn't he?
Yes, sir.
Knocks it down, 21 points. 21 points now.
Well, a 10-point lead with 2:43 left to go in this one. That's got to make you feel pretty good.
Sure does. 2:43. 10-point lead. Across the line is Weaver. Weaver on the left side kicks it back out to Riney. Riney. Back he goes to Scales. Scales comes over to McFarland. McFarland penetrates down the paint. Back over to Scales. He's open. Gives it to Riney. Hands it out top, and Drew Hartz lines up the three front of the iron. Another rebound there for Chaz Alston. That's what, William, 15?
Yep, he's 15 or 16.
Yeah, he had 9 rebounds at halftime. Down low. That's Nathan O'Brien. Hook shot won't go, and And McFarland has it knocked out of his hands, and it'll go back to Owensboro Catholic with 2:08 to play.
I know one thing, Q's not going to miss a rebound. He might give him a couple more, but he ain't going to miss them.
And to the basket, up and in for Weaver. 53-45. Minute 55 to go in this contest.
It's kind of funny because the public address announcer, Keith, and then the stats guy over there, Hugh, they both do stats at the Lexington Legends. They're on the crew over there.
And you're on the crew with the, at least you have been the last several years with the Legends, been on the video crew. And I think your buddy, the one guy that was there before you went, I think he left, didn't he?
Yeah, Nick. Yeah, Nick
Juhols.
Yeah, Uhas. Yeah, he's no longer there. But he was I guess he was old. He's Irish and old. He's just kind of getting upset at him, I guess. I don't know.
Well, we know one constant over there. Ever since they've had a baseball team, they've had Gary Durbin. He's been the one of the mainstays over there.
And I shouldn't say upset. He was getting burnt out. That's the word I was looking for. He's just getting burnt out.
What's he doing now?
So he goes around and does a lot of freelancing now with like ESPN and NBC and all those guys. He really does a really good job doing that.
What about your buddy Mike? Doesn't he do some freelancing?
Yeah, Mike's on tour right now with the Winterfest.
Wow.
And so he goes around from stadium to stadium setting that up, doing the video show.
Yeah.
A lot of people that I've worked with over the last 5 years have gone on to do that kind of thing, and I can't figure it out. Must be the King of Stream helping them along.
That's
the way.
Right. You've given them the path.
I can't take credit for that. They've done it all on their own.
Here's a foul in backcourt on Andrew Riney.
We certainly enjoy working with guys that want to learn.
That's the second foul. By the way, 18 fouls now after Owensboro Catholic had no fouls going into the third quarter. They've got 18 fouls here in the third quarter. I mean, the fourth quarter, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and remember, we only had one at the end of the third quarter.
Yeah, that's right.
A lot have happened here in the fourth.
This young man's had a good second half. Jordan Blythe, knocks down that free throw. He hit a big three, and I mean, that was string music here at Eastern Kentucky. Got them both.
So he's got 5 in the ball game now. Gary, you mentioned about the fouls. We had Owensboro Catholic had one foul called on them at the end of the third quarter of play. Everything else has been this quarter.
Yeah, exactly.
That's important.
Yep. Drew Hartz over to Scales, back to McFarland. Swing it out top to Riney. Riney to the basket and blocked, and a foul's going to be called. And, boy, Chaz Austin can't believe it. It's only his second foul.
Yeah.
That's a shooting foul for Mr. Riney.
He may have caught him with the body.
Riney can become a double-figure scorer in this game if he knocks down his first free throw, and he does. So Riney with 10 points. You got, of course, Drew Hartz leads them. He has 18 points. Did you realize Hartz had 18?
I mean, he had a good start to the ball game.
Austin has 21. That leads everybody. And that free throw's connected for Riney. He has 11 now. 55-47. Pressure by Owensboro Catholic. They kick the ball in backcourt. Minute 34 to play. Coming up, it'll be Metcalfe County and Murray. Have that game here on Prep Spin, the network. And we'll have the game between Hazard and Paintsville.
Yeah, looking forward to.
Then we're finally going to call it a night, aren't we?
Yeah, then we'll call it a night after that game. But I'm looking forward to that Paintsville Hazard game. I think we're going to have a lot of folks watching that one.
And thank you for the wings. Went down to Buffalo Wild Wings during games before this game and had some Buffalo Wild Wings. They should sponsor this.
Buffalo Wild Wings, yeah, they should.
Free throw rolls out. Here comes Weaver. Over down to Drew Hartz. Hartz back to Riney, back to Hartz. Lines up the three, off the rim, and rebounded by Austin. He's pushed by Weaver.
Real quick, the Owensboro Catholic fans out there, we'll have the girls on tomorrow as the Owensboro Catholic ladies Gary, they'll be playing, look at the bracket there, but I'm pretty sure they'll be playing Danville tomorrow. Is that right? No, they're playing Walton Verona tomorrow.
Yeah, the Bearcats.
Yep. So we'll have that game on for you tomorrow, and that game tips off at 1:30, and then we'll call it quits after that game tomorrow.
Yeah, because you have
I've got a birthday party.
You've got a commitment.
So I will not be here tomorrow night.
Neither will I. But I'll be back Sunday for the 2 state championships, the 12 o'clock girls and the 2 o'clock boys.
Yes, sir. You will bring the championship games to everybody.
Yep.
That's big time. I think that was good.
What a ball game by this young man, Chaz Alston. 23 points, unofficially with 16 rebounds. We don't keep rebounds, but we keep the points, but we know he had 9 at halftime. Yep. He might have that many in here and a half. Might have 9, 18. Pass down to McFarland, good handles. Missed it, stuck it back, no. And we're going to have a hard foul there on O'Brien as Riney got him. Minute 9 to go in this contest. 57-47. Frankfort leading Owensboro Catholic. Got a nice crowd in here.
We do.
Free throw rolls out.
(57-47), and Frankfort should move on to the next round, which is the semifinal round. They'll be playing the winner of the next game between Murray and Metcalf.
Yep. We'll have that game here on the network, and we'll also have the game later tonight with Hazard and Paintsville. It's still hard to say Hazard and Paintsville because they're so close to each other. You would think they'd be in the same region.
Well, that's what they say is going to make that game so big tonight. Is that it's kind of like having the what's the Hatfields and the McCoys?
Yeah,
it's kind of like that, from my understanding.
Yeah, and I think a lot of the McCoys were from Pikeville, weren't they?
Yeah.
Free throw connected by Mr. Hartz, and I think he has 19 points. Yes, he does.
Yeah, he's having a monster game.
Excuse me.
The cough button worked.
Yeah, it did work. I had to sneeze there. So 58-49. You got to fill in these last 64 seconds. Might take a while. Ellis gets it into Blythe. And he's going to be fouled as he works it across. And he is fouled there immediately by Monday.
Yep.
And I think he is just fouled out. Heads immediately for the bench. I got him with 4. Yeah, that's not 5. He's got 4, but he was heading to the bench. Like, I'm out of here.
I think he's just going over talking
with Coach. Just stop over there in front of the bench. Free throw, Blythe, first miss. 58-49, a minute 1 to go in this ball game. Metcalf and Murray coming up after this. Rattles it in. That's 6 for Blythe. You got good balance for Frankfort. Look at that balance. 23 for, of course, Alston, but 9 for Will O'Brien. 9 for Twomley, and knocked down on a three-pointer by Scales.
Yeah, they got a really good team. Frankfort does.
Good balance. Yeah, like I said, they're much, much better than their record, will tell you. You look at their record.
Coach O'Brien, he used to coach over at East Jessamine. Him actually and the lieutenant governor, his wife, both coached at East Jessamine. That's where they met at, as a matter of fact. But she coached the girls' team. He coached the boys' team over there. He's always had really good athletes on his team. Talking about Jordan Red, talking about Kyle Lamb, talking about those guys all throughout the year. But he's always had successful teams. Never could get, well, there was a couple years where he got past the Colts of West Jessamine, those Robert Hammond teams with Jared Polson and them.
Yeah.
But we go way back with Coach O'Brien and the family. Man.
Yeah, Nicholasville's where you started, William.
Yes, sir.
59-52, and here's another quick foul in backcourt.
I had Coach got really mad at me one year. He thought we were showing replays down at Boyle County about the buzzer beater shot down there, and he got mad at me. I remember that. So, but I told him, I was like, Coach, we weren't showing the replays. They were asking for them, but I wouldn't show it to him. But he thought because everybody was gathering around us at the game down there. But now we go way back. 60-52.
Frankfort, 54 seconds, and Blythe in and out. Rebounded by McFarland. He hands to Mundy. Mundy across the court quickly. Goes over to Scales. Here's a three. Off the iron. Tapped around. Blythe comes down with it. And let's see, foul called. Blythe's going to be back at the line. Man, he has made a living at the free throw line. He has 7 points, and a bunch of those are at the free throw line.
Well, Owensboro Catholic's hoping to trade 2-for-1s or 3-for-1s here.
5 for 6 at the line. He has 8 points. And all of those in the second half. That's what I'm talking about. 61-52, 43. I told you I thought this last minute 4 was going to take a while.
It will, yeah.
Yeah. Got them both.
There was one team we covered in that first round for the girls team, and they started fouling 3 minutes before, with the game left on line, and it took forever. It took forever.
McFarland gets it in. So
if he hits both, they're looking for a 3 probably.
Yep. That's shot won't go there, and in the ball game for Owensboro Catholic. Let's see who's in there now.
I see O'Brien. He's the one that got fouled just now. For Frankfort, also 33 in there. Yeah. Nate O'Brien in the ball game.
Muncie's in there for Owensboro Catholic. And they've got in the game also Jones, Logan Jones.
You got both O'Brien brothers in the game for Frankfort. You got Blythe in there. You also got Charlie Ellis in there.
Yep. Chaz Austin.
Who am I missing? Chaz Austin, you're right.
Young man's had a huge game.
Monster game for Chaz Austin.
In the game now we've got Jacob Gibbs, Jones. You got
Owensboro Catholic's going to call it quits here after that.
Jamison Walls in the game.
They took their starters out.
And Muncie. Free throw connected there before O'Brien. So O'Brien will lead with a good ball game. I think he had 10 points.
Yeah.
Double figures. 24 seconds. Across Gray. Almost, and it is stolen. Stolen away. Working down with it. Frankfort and missing a layup there is Hammond. And let's see. Also in the ball game, as you said, Walker. Elijah Walker. That's Gray, Parker Gray in the corner, and there's a three-pointer knocked down out of the by Jamison Wall. 63-55, and there's a half-court shot. Won't go there for Frankfurt's Moore. So that's the ball game. Frankfort moves on in the All-A Classic, 63-55 over a good Owensboro Catholic team. So it'll be Frankfort in the semifinals tomorrow, and Frankfort, and of course, looking forward to the next game, Metcalf and Murray. You and I will have that game, and then the last game we'll have tonight will be the great game between Hazard and Paintsville. So all that coming up on the network. But good ball game. I'd like to see the final stat sheet, if you can take us to a break or maybe give us a break to see how many rebounds that Mr. Chaz Austin had to go with those 23 big points.
See how many rebounds Chaz Austin had?
Yes, sir.
Let's see here.
Yeah, you're right. That's probably the fastest way to check it.
Just like, because we got to get ready for the next game.
Yeah, that's right.
But Chaz Austin rebounds, is that what you want to see?
Yep.
Yeah, they got him 15. They got him down for 15.
15. I said 16, so I was one off. So we had 23 points, 15 rebounds. He's ours.
A steal on the block, too.
Still in the block. He's our star of the game. So they win at 63-55. 55.
See if we can track down Coach real quick. Coach. O'Brien.
Coach O'Brien, you got a monster game out of Austin, Chaz Austin. What a ball game. He had 23 points. He had about 16 rebounds. What a monster game.
Well, honestly, right before the All-A, I went up to him and I said, listen, we got to have you more helping us out on the boards. He really bought into that, and his goal has been to get 15 every game since, and it has turned our whole season around. And, that's the senior dedication you got to have out of a player with experience. He's the one lone starter from last year. We even told him, it's not about points with you. We got to get help on the glass. And, of course, today he did everything.
Great job. And you got great balance. Twomley did it for you in the second half.
Yep.
Of course, Will O'Brien knocking down that 10 double figures. So good job there. And Ellis, he had 5 assists at halftime.
Right. And it's a total team effort. I have to tell you, the unsung hero, too, was Jordan Bly. He didn't play great first half, came back second half really strong. And, that's the maturity we got to get out of our younger guys. That's the experience of going through the season. I couldn't be more proud of the guys. They really battled today.
Solid effort tonight. You move on, and that's what all 8 tournaments about. Right. Survive and advance, and you do that.
Yes, exactly. So now we're gonna sit here and see what we end up with and prepare for them tonight and come back at it tomorrow.
Well, good luck, Coach. We appreciate you chatting with us.
You guys.
Thank
really
you.
Do. Thanks so much for everything.
Chris O'Brien, the head coach of the Frankfort Panthers, as they win it 63-55. With the victory for the Panthers. They move on, of course, to the good get there, William. Good get.
Yes, sir.
Grabbed him right over here. So we'll wrap it up on this one, 63-55. Frankfort wins over Owensboro Catholic. Coming up, you and I will have Metcalfe County and Murray High School.
All right, so we're going to get ready for that one. We got Duffy and the Tigers. Duffy and the Tigers coming up next. I'm really excited to see Duffy play here tonight. We'll be back, folks.